Yeah, we're going. Zoom.
Zoom.
I fucking hate this already.
Zoom. Make my heart go boom.
Okay, wait. It was stuck in my
starting note.
Wait, where are we starting? What key are we in?
Becky and I were singing it before you got here.
I know it too.
What is my starting note?
Zoom.
Zoom.
No. You're doing it too French.
Zoom.
Bisou.
I want you in my room. No,
it's done.
Zoom.
No, that's a real song. Boom, 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 boom.
Yes. Okay.
This one is monotone garage band.
You make my heart go boom, boom, boom.
No.
Supernova girl.
This is so frustrating because this was stuck in my head all day. Where the fuck did it go?
I know, and I always, when I'm writing the lyrics, I go
when I'm writing lyrics.
Writing the lyrics in the sheet music. I always say to myself, I'm gonna know my starting note.
I don't need to remember the melody. It's already in me, honey. Well, listen, hey.
My supernova girl.
You're throwing darts in the dark, honey. Welcome to 3 going 13 honeys. Honeys? What? This is episode, no idea, 206, I think. And we are here hanging out in the fucking studio, having fun, smoking weed, doing drugs, jamming on ideas, having
noodling,
having brainstorming sessions where we have a tiny ball,
songs to do,
and we're taking a ball and fucking tossing at the wall.
Oh my god! Okay, we're dudes. we have our feet up on the desk. We're throwing balls at the wall, and we're
and one of us says something.
I have a little basketball net
yeah
right above my garbage can. I throw my garbage into the net,
but it's also got like a sticker on it that's so cool that says like
female body inspection. Yeah,
that says if she don't talk to ya, don't talk to a female body inspector.
When you bring her up.
I
hate when you bring her up.
So yeah, we have kind of like a cool man cave situation going on here. We also have, it's actually really hard to do the improv we used to do. Just let it happen. I'm doing an Illuminati sign. People be going crazy for me doing Illuminati. Whatever. We're in the studio. We were noodling earlier. We were smoking some J's. We were doing brainstorming, and then Olivia goes. She sings the alphabet, and she gets to the last letter. She goes, "Wait a sec. What's the last letter of the alphabet?"
Z.
I go Z. She goes, "That's it. I know what we're doing this week. We're gonna be doing Zenon." And that's how we decided this week that we were going to be covering Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century. So stay tuned. We're going to be, we take a commercial break. Stay tuned. We're going to be
sponsors
doing
strawberry
that.
Applesauce. Guys, strawberry applesauce is for sure experiencing a boom in the grocery stores lately. People are following suit. Guys, I've gotten several more packs since...
Well,
I'm on a train with it.
I need to tell you that let's structure this a bit. So we're going to be talking about Zenon. I'm a Illuminati member. And let's dive into a fast food corner. I'll do a couple updates and a few little things. Then we're going to talk Zenon, Girl of the 20th Century. Okay, so... fast food corner strawberry applesauce is the thesis, like it's the heading. I got my strawberry applesauce. I post a pic of it to Insta. I make a little cute song. I believe it was Annie Up by M.O.P. Annie Up, smack that, right? And so we're pumped about it. Someone points out, they go, "Oh wow, you got the strawberry kiwi flavor." I go, "Uh-oh, me didn't realize that. Me allergic to kiwi."
Oh.
Me have allergy to kiwi.
You get scratchy tongue.
I get scratchy throat, scratchy tongue.
That's classic kiwi problem.
Dude, when I was little,
my tongue's itchy.
I used to love eating kiwi,
but
I'd go, "Do you guys find it weird how itchy your mouth gets after kiwi?" And people will go, "That doesn't happen to us." I was like, "Damn,
And
That's
that was
my
the
favorite
first
part of it,
time
kind of, for
you
real.
felt alienated and otherness.
Well, it brings me to my next point, which is a GoFundMe. For me,
okay, kiwi.
Feeling alone.
I love kiwi.
Okay.
Albeit I never buy it.
What are you guys doing? What
But
are you non-allergics
the
doing? Are you eating the skin?
The furry brown skin? No, we're not.
That was a Krusty the Clown laugh.
No,
Are you eating the skin?
No, we're not.
You ever tried or thought of it?
No. But
me neither.
I will say sometimes the texture and then mixed with how sour it is.
So many seeds.
Yeah, it kind of gives me that.
Oh,
like,
it's a mush sow. It's a mushy sour.
No, but it's like scratchy.
See, everyone's allergic to kiwi.
No, but it's the texture itself is kind of like scratchy.
Yeah.
And slimy, and very sour.
But seedling.
It's kind of like
heavy.
treacherous.
Seed forward.
Yeah, it's seed forward.
It's very it's like there's not a lot of fruit. It's like a pomegranate. You're kind of with a pomegranate. God. You're kind of like,
it's never
is
giving
this fruit?
Me the level of hydration and vitality that I want those little balls to give me.
You can put 40 pomegranate seeds in your mouth.
You'll never
get the way you're chasing that dragon, like
no.
you go, wow, I just had one seed. That was kind of like a burst of hydration and like deliciousness. Maybe I'll have more seeds and that will increase the hydration. It doesn't. And remotely.
I actually find the seed in the center
takes up the whole thing.
Like it kind of omits the hydration you just felt.
Yes.
Imagine if they were just like without a seed and it was just that bubble.
I wouldn't live a normal life.
That's a nesty plunge type of like.
Getting out of the nesty plunge pool though.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Like there's
getting out,
but I just
putting sunscreen on over
to
top.
me, there's something about like nesty plunge. Just to me says
hydration.
It says fresh, light.
Well, we talked about this earlier, and this can segue sort of into my pop of the week, which obviously the very important segment here.
That's become a huge segment.
Obviously, with pop of the week,
POW.
We.
Not to be confused.
Prisoner of war. I'm at a POW camp, a pop of the week camp. But the segue I wanted to make was why in the effing goddamn is juice so much more hydrating than water? Everyone's out here saying to my fucking face, doctors, medical specialists, they're all going, drink your water. Well, my body doesn't want to. My body wants juice, but it wants watered down juice. I'm an adult. I'm not a child, for God's sake. I do have to I do have to drink Gatorade, like 3 parts Gatorade, 1 part water now. Like I have to water it down.
I'm not a Gatorade girl.
I know you're not, but I always have been, always will be. Gatorade is actually the nectar that God's created for us. And actually being an athlete you don't need to be an athlete to drink Gatorade.
It's like not sweet enough to be juice, and it's not watery enough to be water, and it's hitting such a midpoint that I hate it.
What do you think of Pedialyte?
I've never done that.
You don't go for it in the summer?
That's clinical to me. That's like I'm getting a colonoscopy.
You're sick, yeah.
I'm drinking Pedialyte.
I remember I was in an Uber and the driver was probably like unwell. Very nice though. She was great. But she told me that she would drink Pedialyte every day in the summer. Oh. And she said it evened
Pedialyte,
her out.
The drink of summer.
And then she said she went to the
I can't wait to crack Pedialyte on the dock with my gals.
The billboards in Toronto, it's like drink of the summer.
Girls in bikinis.
And it's like, the ones that are like Aperol Spritz, but it's just like Pedialyte with a little umbrella in it. I love Pedialyte. I love Gatorade, but I also like a Fruitopia would rock. If I had a full calorie, full sugar Fruitopia this size, ice in it right now, the way that would rock my fucking world. See, I think I'd actually orgasm.
An ice.
There's a sexual component to it.
Iced tea.
An ice cold ice
made from scratch at home.
Oh, a Nana's iced tea.
With the
Nana's iced tea. A Nana's iced tea. Like a grandma's, like a homemade grandma.
Yeah, from the
homemade grandma
canister.
Right. Oh, the frozen.
No.
The powder.
No, I haven't done that in a while, but a juice from concentrate would actually probably be so good.
I'd go fucking nuts.
I
think I'd go eyes black like a shark, like a doll's eyes. If I had full concentrate frozen, I would go. It would be like sucking a life force.
Like a pink lemonade. Get the hell out.
Okay, why the fuck when I was a teen? Stop. When I was a teen.
There's something about this place. It's so dry. It makes you just like salivate over the thought of different juices.
We're just
drinks.
we're just so thirsty. We're like, is this really? They're like,
this
is obviously
podcast becomes drink related.
This is obviously relatable to everyone. You're obviously all feeling this right now. It's just so dry in here.
Winter, there's like 10 feet of snow outside. We're like, when you kill for an ice cold.
And actually, no, this is relatable content. I think everyone's on the same page. People in their 30s are like, what the fuck are you? You guys are just thirsty. You're just thirsty.
Yeah.
This is like a little kids podcast, which I like.
Well, I haven't had any water today that wasn't carbonated.
Me when I went,
I'm like, I have a headache. Why?
Me every time to my doctor. Does Diet Coke count? Does coffee count?
Well,
does this count?
Carbonated water counts at
I've
all.
Googled it. It goes back and forth. I think it must. Does carbonated water count as regular water?
Oh my. We can't get into that routine.
Well, if it doesn't,
Becky,
if it doesn't,
do the research.
then I've never had a drop of water in my life. Okay. Yes. It does. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. The same. Wow.
Yeah, thank fuck. Or else literally.
Well, that's how we're still here then.
I was going to say, I've never had water in my life. Mm-hmm. Okay, last week too, you talked about a word that you said was like, this word immediately makes you think someone's like not uneducated. I forget what you said.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
Oh, and let me guess, you've heard it a bunch.
I've heard 2 different ones that are the same, that have the same vibe. What was it last week?
It was using the word whenever.
Yeah.
To refer to a specific instance or time.
Whenever I went to the mall.
So whenever I had lunch with my mom today.
Oh, man, that really actually chills me.
I know.
Oh, God. Sorry, I burped.
And now that I've like, I hear it all the time now.
The other one, you're going to die. Supposedly.
Oh, well, yeah. That's classic.
Supposedly. I had a supposedly thrown at me for real in the wild.
Oh.
And I felt, I don't know. It was in a Walmart too.
Oh, okay. Here's one where I'm actually still kind of hung up, and
I just went, is it your duty as a citizen to report these people? No. Is it your duty to teach them?
To say live? No.
That word you just used, not a word.
If you're a friend of mine or my mom knows,
yeah.
like, and if she starts, I'm jumping down your
right.
and
but
I'm being a little
for protection,
devil,
but it's for protection.
And I'm doing it for your benefit,
yeah,
so that
next
to prevent
time,
you from future.
Totally.
But you're not getting past me. I'm gonna rib you about it. But a stranger, I'm going with it.
It's one of my worst qualities is ribbing people about their vocabulary, and it comes from so much love, and I make mistakes too. Guys, I'm not perfect.
You heard it here.
Me not meaning it. I am perfect. But I don't.
Mine doesn't come from love. Mine comes from an evil little pleasure and cackling about the mistake.
But I walked away from that lady. Who said supposedly we have another shipment coming in. And I went, fuck.
That was just kind of too sad.
It was super sad. But I went, was I just a bystander in that moment? Should I have taken that moment?
No.
Should I have stood up?
No.
All right.
Sometimes it's just better not to.
Now, is anyhow a word?
I don't think it is, but it does.
It doesn't feel as wrong.
Yeah.
That one was passable. Kind of sticking up.
Now, here's one that I really should have looked up, and I keep hearing, and I'm like, have I just been wrong this whole time?
Well, there comes a point where so many people are wrong. You go, I'm the only one holding on to the 1800s English dictionary with the right answer. I guess I'm the wrong one.
Well, so this one, I'm starting to wonder if maybe there's 2 words and they have kind of similar but different meanings. True crime related. I'm hearing this a lot. Corroborate versus corroborate.
The first thing you just said.
I'm hearing corroborate.
The first thing you just said.
Corroborate.
Couldn't be real, shouldn't be real, isn't real.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm hearing.
Corroborate?
Instead of corroborated.
Corroborate?
We corroborated.
This isn't funny. This is scary.
Wait.
No, that's not right, Olivia. That's just somebody who... No.
Well, a lot of police...
No. No.
Law enforcement...
They're not.
No,
they're
wait.
not.
Am I saying corroborate?
Like a koala. Corroborate.
Corroborate or corroborated?
No. I'm not letting you make fun of that.
No, something's happened. No, maybe I'm thinking... Anyway, I'll get back on this. There's something going on in the corroborate sphere.
Okay, so I'm going to do my pop of the week, and then we'll dive into Zenon because we have so much to get through. And Olivia didn't want to make it a two-part for you guys. She said there's no way in hell.
I didn't think it warranted it.
Okay, so pop of the week, I did try, drumroll please, the pineapple Fanta.
Oh, a long-awaited.
I loved it. I only had a few sips because it is a full flavor, full sugar, and you know my cavities be zinging the second they go ding. The second that sugar touches them, and you know I have about 6 right now, probably more. See you in May, Dr. S, to take my cavities out. But all that to say, loved it. It kind of reminded me of, and now I'm going to butcher this, Yarritos. Yeah,
I actually don't really like those that much.
So this is the thing. My plea to Fanta Pineapple, the makers there, the big head of the head honcho, get me a 0.
Oh yeah,
I gotta curb that sugar parabola. I gotta kind of go, not as high. If you could 0 that, that would be great. That would be a great play.
People, if they get on me about diet sodas, it's like.
Well, now I like it.
Like the worry of the sugar intake itself.
Well, it's not the weight. I'll say that.
It's that I find diet in anything gives it more of like a
diet gives it more of a ink.
Yes.
An ink.
Yes.
Also, too, we're probably addicted now to the aspartame. So if we don't get that kick, it's like, okay, something's missing. But then
it's like sharper when it's diet.
Well, and aspartame isn't flaming my cavities the way that you know what? It also just feels like Gone in the Dark, like a little quick kiss in the wind. You drink diet pop and it's like the memory of it's in your mouth, but like there's no heaviness. It's like zing, fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh. It's fresh.
A full flavored, full sugar is like syrup. I'm having pancake.
Yeah,
it's like but like heavy like music. Sugar Dumbo music.
Yeah,
and like it feels like even when your body's like processing that sugar, you're like, this is gonna be short lived. I'm gonna have a sugar high for 2 minutes and then I'm gonna crash. Like it's and it's like
I
very
just don't like
heavy.
To drink it. I'm like a full Coca-Cola. Don't care for it.
I'm filling up. God. Okay, so let's dive into Zenon. That's our like hard segue. I did have to do my pop of the week. I'm proud of it. I don't know. Let me know what pop you want me to drink and talk about with little to no excitement.
Send in your
requests. Kisses. Okay, so podcast Zenon. So Liv and I thought this was a TV show. We fucked up. It's actually was a full.
Sworn this was a TV show.
So it was a full movie that we did end up watching. However, we weren't totally wrong. Zenon was pitched as a TV show initially.
We wouldn't know that.
Well, this is what I'm saying. How did we both think that it was a TV show? Maybe we did see a pilot or something because there was a pilot created.
It was a film series.
Yeah.
On Disney.
Right.
So I'm wondering if just by virtue of the fact that it was airing on TV as a movie on a station probably regularly.
Yeah.
and it wasn't something we wanted to watch. Yeah. So maybe we just wrote it off as like, oh, that show's on again.
You know what, too? I'm also like, back in the day, you were catching glimpses of different movies, different parts of different movies. You're coming in from soccer practice. You're coming in. You're making Kool-Aid. You're hanging with your friends. Yeah. You're catching different glimpses. I'm going, in our dumb little kid heads, did we think those were all different episodes?
I guess.
Did we think different parts of the movie were different episodes? Maybe. Anyways, it is a movie. We watched it today. The star of this, Kristen Storms. I
think it's a Kirsten.
I'm gonna kill myself. Sorry. If I get a Kirsten and a Kristen mixed up one more time in my life, that's actually it for me. For real. I can't keep getting these mixed up. And then I mix up a Kirsten and a Kirsten.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
That's
going on
fucking
there.
Driving me nuts. Kirsten Storms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, the first name, whatever. The second name, what a great name.
Oh, totally.
That is such a cool name.
Ooh, yeah.
Is she allergic? Is she related to Simon from Seventh Heaven? Because why did they look like twins to me?
Oh, I don't know. But
did
this picture that I'm looking at, she does look identical to
that.
him.
I was really.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
What?
No, they're definitely not. But they're not. Look exactly
big time.
The same.
Big time. Major twinning major. That's me being Zenon.
Okay.
I was looking at you to see how long it's going to take you to pick up that I said it. Like this.
Okay.
I was literally staring at you like this.
Major.
Twinning
okay.
major.
This is crazy. And this is actually pissing me off.
Wait, but
because this is honestly so minor lunarious that
no,
just
in
said
a honestly, what on the in the plane of lunarium, like this is very minor. Like this is not major.
Cetus Lupeedus.
Cetus Lupeedus. Cetus Lupeedus.
So mad at you for
Cetus Lupeedus. For real?
Because I meant to spring it on you unannounced.
Cetus, that's actually psychological warfare to do that to someone. Cetus Lupeedus is psychological warfare. I think they tested that phrase in a room of people and said which one is the worst one?
Cetus Lupeedus.
Cetus Lupeedus. Sounds terrible, feels terrible coming out.
There's something about this movie. And this is hard because I do love this episode already preemptively because I do feel like this film is the perfect type of media to do on this podcast.
Totally, it is.
But I do fear like, and I don't know.
Well,
maybe
we'll
because
lost.
I didn't watch it, I'm just assuming no one else did.
Oh,
but,
honey, this is a big one. People love this guy.
Okay. So I'm hoping you guys know Cetus Lupeedus. From what I can glean, that kind of means like, oh my god, or something
like Jeepers.
Yeah,
Gee whiz.
But like this flick.
This is a toughie.
This is
a toughie to get through.
Like
Cetus Lupeedus. Cetus Lupeedus aside.
Okay, guys, there's an effect that this movie has sonically that is so,
I swear to God,
disturbing.
We're gonna look back and say
infuriate. You know when you said warfare. Major and you had to keep repeating it because I wasn't cluing in. I actually think
response.
that was because at one point in my notes I say I never want to hear the word major ever again.
Well, and
I think my brain was actually doing this cool thing where it was completely just erasing you saying like I couldn't.
No, and I want some of that. Because in my head, all I kept hearing is lunarius, major, minor, Cetus Lupeedus. I've got Sean saying Cetus Lupeedus at home now.
I'm gonna outright say I hate the writer. I hate the writer of this movie. What they did, like the combination of words they used and the way that they used them and the number of times that they used them, what they did with this script.
Well, I think they did a search all, and
I do too.
I think they did a pass where they went, let's add some major and minor. Anytime we mean bad, we say minor. Anytime good, we say okay.
Oh yeah, so maybe guys, like here's a lesson if you're you just need a refresher, or maybe you're new to the Zenon world. So if something is bad, you say, oh my god, this is minor cool, or like if you have a big test coming up, this is pressure major. So actually, you're not going to say the major or minor before
as the descriptor. You're going to say it afterwards, which is actually so infuriating.
It's pressure major.
It's blows major.
It blows major.
I think honestly too,
and it's cool minor.
In a minor way speaking, it's cool minor. I mean, the big thing too.
Oh, and by the way, another word for cool is lunarius.
So lunarius is gonna mean cool, and that's gonna piss me off in a way that
actually that was in my top 3 of.
That's gonna for real piss me off in a way that's so Cetus Lupeedus deep seated in my brain. It is like an animal response. I swear to God, we're gonna look back on this and the psychological warfare of words.
This is it. This is that fucking
this
song,
is bio
that
warfare.
Lizzo song again on me.
Which oh my God,
Balenciennes. Sonic warfare that has wrecked my brain.
No, sonic warfare is real. It's here to stay, and honestly, is Zenon the first? No, and it's certainly not the last. But my God, Cetus Lupeedus, I'm telling you. This movie also takes place in 2049. I go, wait, we're pretty close to that.
Well, at one point they referenced
2025
as a time in the past,
as a time where
which kind of it felt like this is like serendipitous that we're doing.
And there's something so trippy about it because I believe these children are now older than us. So I was the actors. So I was watching it going, okay, this that was very trippy for me. Was I so bored that I was just playing mind games and just staring at the ceiling,
just doing random math
shit like that? Yes,
and
I was.
This actor's now that age.
Raven Simone has got two little pigtails with weird wire coils in them.
Did you notice that? How her last name was spelled in the credits to open?
Was it accent aigu?
It was Symone accent aigu.
That's right.
Oh, is that how it's spelled?
I also had a Mandela effect with it.
I was like,
Simone. That's her last name.
I thought it was. Okay.
I thought her goddamn last name was Simone.
Simone.
She said somebody called her that and they just went with it, but her last name is Simone.
Damn. Okay.
I know. Why do I know that? Well, because I spend 41 hours a day on TikTok. Yeah, you're asking there's 24 hours in a day. How are you doing 41? Well, don't.
You were watching videos about TSR?
Everything comes up on my TikTok.
About TSR?
TSR. CCR. Getting shot in the face with a clay pigeon shooting thing.
R.I.P.
I'm also getting Everest videos. People talking about green boots on Mount Everest. Green Boots, the famous hiker
Joel
that
did
died on
Everest yesterday. Speaking of mountain climbers,
of dead bodies on Mount Everest, Joel did
my
a really
little
funny
Teddy, who's 15 years old, and he's a Chihuahua. He climbed up a pile of pillows, and Joel was like, "Okay."
Everest, pop
Velder Heldstrom or something.
Oh, so cute.
I was like, I don't get that reference. He goes, it's a mountain climber. I go,
Joel.
That would have been so funny if I knew who that was.
Joel's so cute. He's very.
That's genius.
He'd also quote a bird watcher or something, or like a type of bird.
He would quote a bird.
He would quote a bird.
He'd quote a bird.
Joel's so funny. He'd quote a bird.
He'd quote a bird. Joel loves birds. We love Joel.
Oh, we're going to ignore this first thing. We love Joel very much. Okay. I say, this whole movie, she lives... Okay, so let's set us up. Zenon lives in space. She's 13. She has her friends in space, Raven Simone. Okay, said it right. Two parents that... they are Disney parents, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
They're so
honestly,
mismatched.
They're not even Disney parents. They're like... Are You Afraid of the Dark?
They're Goof Troop Goosebump. Are You Afraid of the Dark parents?
Like
they're tossing lines out there.
This was really bad. Like,
oh my goodness, they're Goof Troop.
They're not well matched to me.
One of my notes is these parents there's no chemistry.
There's no honestly, and I hate to say this
because
I hate to say this.
I don't want to talk about
but I've
chemistry.
The dad had better chemistry with
his daughter.
with Zenon, frankly. The ease with which the two of them joke.
I'm not saying I want my Disney parents to fuck each other on camera, but what I'm saying is when I see them, I
want to see the spark.
I should know they're fucking.
Able to imagine
at least
what they're doing tonight.
I want to at least think about it.
I can smell the stank.
Listen,
no, there was nothing.
Do I need them to
kind of give each other a little? Do I need a curtain to be billowing in the wind?
Do I need a billowing curtain that we pan away to and we know they're fucking? No. Do I need them to have a little bit of interest in each other? Yeah. Maybe a little, I don't know, smack on the butt or something?
Or like you know it's a bad sign when you feel like, oh, the daughter's really coming for that mom better watch out.
She's coming for a spot. She's blowing her spot up. Well, I also say, so she lives there with her parents. I'm also saying, now in this climate where space travel in 2025, the idea of it kind of been tainted for me. Because now it's, and I do spend 48 hours a day on TikTok is how much I spend. And, you know, a lot of the discussion around space is that billionaires are exploring it so they can leave us all here when the planet inevitably dies in the next 20 years. Mm-hmm. So for me, space travel, it ain't so, when I was a kid, I would probably have watched Zenon in the fragments that we watched it. And I would have been like, fuck, that's cool. I can't wait to vacation in space. Like my little gears would have been going of like, maybe when I'm older, we'll go. Now I watch space. I'm like, oh, great. Billionaires going out there to escape the dying earth that they've created. Like there's something about space. I did find
this movie almost oddly prophetic.
Very relevant.
Like
to
weirdly.
What is going
like
on.
honestly impressively
like
so.
In a Mr. Windham, more like Mr. Elon Musk. But yeah,
I've never fetishized
you
space.
Hated space
like since day one.
Do you
as
like
a kid.
Space, Becky?
I'm kind of where you're at.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's just another thing for
I never lusted for space.
It's scary
at all.
Also, being on a spaceship.
It's scary, and also it's like it's loser.
It's boring. Where's
it's
your
loser.
day?
It's boring.
Where are your days?
No one has fashion.
Where are your days? Where is any like? You look outside. It's same
boring.
Black stars.
It's freaking boring. There's like no. It's like mundane. It's like everything.
Oh, it's like living in the UK. It's all rainy.
No,
that's a joke because Becky's from the UK.
That's dream to me.
I got to actually do a disclaimer. I love the UK. I'm actually so sorry to my friends and fans there. And I'm really
guys. I'm coming to see you next month.
That was a horrible joke I just made. I love the UK. So.
No, honestly,
Apologies.
Space to me is like, ugh, who cares?
Yeah, it's boring.
But like to me, if anything, I'm more like, whoa, ocean, bottom of the ocean. Now that's an area that's like freaky, crazy,
I'm actually about
scary,
to cry. Did you see the anglerfish?
Shocking. No.
There is an anglerfish. It is those black fishes with the hook.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
That right?
I know.
Like
a lantern hanging over
the lantern
head.
anglerfish. Yeah. It's never surfaced ever. That species has never surfaced. Last week, a female anglerfish this big surfaced.
This big?
They're so little, 6 inches.
Oh, I thought they were big.
Me too. I thought they were.
Oh,
I thought they were huge. I thought they were.
I thought they were.
Oh, I thought they were big mamas.
This? That's actually cute.
So it comes up. It comes up to the surface, dies. Oh. And everyone's writing poetry about it, saying she wanted to see the sun on her last day, saying she
wanted to see the sun on her last day. Oh, get a life.
And then they're putting sad music to it.
Oh, stop.
Do you know how hard I cried at this fucking anglerfish?
Stop.
For 4 hours. This anglerfish, she wanted to see a light that she hadn't created herself.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Stop
putting words into an anglerfish's mouth.
I'm heaving.
Guys.
Somebody comments, they're like, the anglerfish is very blind. It probably was just following heat.
Oh my God.
I'm crying so hard. People are making cartoons with that music that's like, you know, that sad music.
I absolutely loathe when people use that on a video.
Or the Je le me tessere. What's that one? Oh,
I know exactly. No.
Sorry, that's gonna actually make me feel the saddest I've ever felt in my life. But anyways, that's the anglerfish. How did we get there? The ocean.
Oh, the ocean. Like, if you're talking to me about what I find more like, whoa,
I'm crying,
fascinating
actually,
world
right now.
exploration, like
From thinking about the anglerfish.
Oh God.
She just wanted to see light on her last day. Keep going.
That's like so projecting a story onto this. Like,
well,
for all we know, that fucking fish lived 500 years. It's like, okay, yeah, good. You're finally like greedy much? She's had her time, okay? Anyway, whatever. No. Honestly, all I want to say is space is boring, and like the ocean boring. To me is way more interesting.
Yeah, I'm not into space. The way they're making it
up, go down. Let's talk about going down to the bottom of the ocean. Like, that's actually like terrifying to me to think about.
I think the pressure in the ocean is scarier than pressure in space.
Well, and like the darkness and like the creatures and like
getting crushed in space. Getting crushed in space, you just flow apart. And again, getting crushed down. Is like boring. Okay. Anyways, that was just my overview. So now we're gonna run through this guy.
Basically, the conceit is that someone has started a giant bicycle wheel.
Yeah.
Facility. Where
ugly. Honestly, ugly.
Seemingly like scientists went to go live with their kids.
Well, and this is the class section of it, which really feeds into it. It's all scientists, aka like important to rich people that have been sent to space on this ship, and their kids got to come and be born there and or live there forever.
Wait, something's occurring to me though. It's like, why'd they need to do their research up there? Well, they're studying on rats. And you could have just done that down here.
I have a big thing about that. They have a one line that I'll get to it because that was a big thing. They're studying bone marrow.
Okay.
The parents are studying bone marrow.
Yeah.
Why in space?
Well, I know.
Why in space? Bone marrow down here.
Bone marrow down here.
Where are you even getting the sample?
And if anything,
this not feels like that's like less bone marrow.
Totally less dense.
Well, different pressure.
Because they were talking about density of
bone density. They're talking about bone mass.
Okay,
they're talking about like
you guys don't have all the resources. You're better suited down here. You have all the resources.
Y'all are studying bone marrow, bone density, in a space where there's less density.
That climate's not applicable to the bone marrow.
Well, you're coming back down here.
Yeah,
everything's different.
We're gonna throw out your paperwork.
Well, your paperwork it's not the same, but also less samples. There's like 200 people up there.
Yeah, totally.
Who's giving their bee marrow?
Bee marrow. Yeah, I know.
Anyways, I was stuck on that and that rat in the jar. Okay. I say outfits in general. Don't start with the rat in the jar. Don't. Because is it a pet or is it being tortured?
Oh my god, it's just like flying around in there.
So basically, this right here. but imagine a living, alive rat that Zenon treats as a pet. But the parents it's literally flying. But the parents treat kind of as like, don't get attached to it. Like,
but they're also referring to rats in their study
that they've murdered. Oh, the rat's bone marrow. They come down. They go, we studied the bone marrow of rats in space. Everyone down here, great.
Okay, great. And we spent how many millions on that?
And you did this for what? And why did you do that? Okay, outfits.
Costumes. Okay. You know, the girls, whatever. I'm
honey,
like,
look at me today. You know, I'm not a big fashion girly. This is not, you know.
Okay, well, I'm in sweats. But
I can't really, you know, sometimes I really don't feel like I have a leg to stand on in fashion world because I'm whatever. But the level of costy.
Okay, for the girls, I was like, okay, this is cute. I can see why. You know, this is Disney. You know, they're making her outfits colorful, cute, fun.
Kids got whatever. Shapes moving, primary colors.
When I started seeing the men,
oh my
god, I
was
like, this is
commander
Santa Claus parade. This is taking me back to Santa Claus parade.
Not even Santa Claus parade.
Up.
It's mall like, Santa.
Yeah,
it's low.
It's like terrible quality.
Could we get an iron on set?
I know.
Could somebody de-wrinkle? Like, could we get a fucking steamer?
Windbreaker material.
See how this velvet is like intentionally wrinkled?
Mm-hmm.
That, but no, it's that 90s. No. It's that 90s material.
Windbreaker.
Remember those? It's windbreaker.
It's windbreaker.
Remember when all the curtains were made of windbreakers in the 90s?
No. Curtains?
Oh,
for
yeah.
Inside?
Oh, yeah. Windbreaker, gold windbreaker curtains.
I do not remember that. That must have been
it was a Tuscan.
A whatchamacallit thing.
Ancaster. No, it was it was with Sopranos. It was like Tuscan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Sopranos.
And same with the decorative pillows.
But
do you know what that is?
Windbreaker.
What is that?
That's a little bit different. That's like the hell is that
you
called?
Can't. There's
anyway,
no word
whatever.
But
the point is,
I'm saying,
the men looked friggin'.
Dude, are we doing a trench coat or are those jackets just way too long?
And vests,
because we gotta pick.
I don't know. Vests aren't screaming space to me.
Man, I honestly. I saw someone turn around at one point and there was like a hair on their back.
Oh no.
I'm like,
you could see
for some reason.
level?
Oh yeah. And I was like, for some reason, a hair on someone's clothes in space.
Oh.
But also,
it's like
wrinkle.
You guys are so far in the future and yet
here we are.
We still got hair on our back.
You got cat hair on your costume. You got cat hair on your costume. Well, also too, I was, as a kid, I think I would have watched this and been like such a know-it-all and been like, actually these outfits look more like the 80s. There's no way that like that's gonna be the thing. But now we know how fast fashion's been cycling.
Yeah, fast fashion.
I've been seeing some of these damn 80s inspired looks on the girls at the bars these days.
Oh,
I haven't been to a bar in 17 months. But
I
do you know what I'm
saw
saying?
the group of like the coolest, hottest people yesterday.
Teens get scarier
Full
as you get older.
Matrix. They were Matrix.
Oh, they're Brat, Charlie XCX. I know. They have those Matrix glasses on, which you make fun of me for
No,
wearing.
it was like trench coats. It's like
when they walk, it's this music.
Yeah, it's that.
It's hacking.
It's hacking. It's hacking. It's little gloves.
Accessing the mainframe.
Yeah.
But you're like, damn, you would bully the
They
fuck
were
out of
making
me.
undo programs.
Undo virus. What's it called?
No, it was an undo program.
What's an undo program?
That was
a redo
how
program.
She saved. That was how she saved the space stay.
Control
the space
Z.
Stay.
Control Z.
Now, is space short for space station? But it was STAY.
If space stay is short for space station, I'll walk into traffic. I actually will. But for real.
But also the alternative's not good. Space stay. It's like it's not a station where maybe you're passing through.
Station.
It's space stay.
Okay,
because
they
live there.
Space station implies that it's a stop along the way.
This station, much like a subway station.
Well, much like a train station. and what's happening?
It's just a moment in time. But this is
vastly different.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zenon is very whatever. She oversleeps. She's like,
oh my god, Zenon is kind of
Brat,
like
big time.
You know, she's sort of.
She gets her way all the time.
Yeah,
she's queen bee.
She is queen
She's a
bee.
fucking massive brat.
Yeah.
You know what though? In the beginning, we're introed to her. I actually don't like her at all. Her character drives me nuts.
It's a read on what she is.
It's 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. They're all trying to go to work. People are tired. They're walking to the space station. They got their coffee. Space day. She's running around going, oh, jeez, boy. It's like, listen, we all actually, that's what I was about to say. We all have problems. Yeah. If I made the noises I wanted to make when I'm walking the subway to go to work, like, no, I keep that to myself for the benefit of society. No, she's scooping around. She's sliding everywhere. She's, oh God, I'm going to be that shit. I don't care if you're 13 in a Disney show. It's fucking narcissistic. It's the beginnings of a narc.
There's something going on, and maybe this is sort of the culture that developed in the space stay.
Well, they've been there for 8 years.
Did you not find that there didn't seem to be a strong division or like hierarchy with like, these are kids and these are adults?
Okay, so actually the legal drinking age on the space day and the legal age to vote, 8.
Yeah. They take the children as seriously as they would adults on the space day.
Yeah, there is definitely a blurring of lines that I'm not a fan of.
Like, I'm not saying disbelieve children or not listen to them, but I am also saying, why are we taking everything Zenon says with such
gravitas? Well, in
gravity.
Space. Because there actually shouldn't
guys,
be any.
If anything, that's ironic.
And so, actually, when you're in space, you should be taking it with less gravity.
You're supposed to take gravity minor on this one.
More like anti-gravity is how you should be taking
No,
it.
It was actually like, pissing me off. I was like, well, she's a child.
But
stop listening to her.
Even this, they all eat in the same cafeteria.
Okay, that disturbed me.
Parents and kids alike.
I was like, this isn't a regular society where it's like it's school,
no,
it's work,
school
it's
and
living.
Work.
It's like all of a sudden the adults and the kids were all in the cafeteria together.
There's an equal playing field, and again, I'm sure it's all in this vein of like it's harmonious and blah, blah,
no.
Blah. I go separate children from society. They need to be protected.
There's a reason a kids table exists.
Because we don't want to cross those lines. Because if we start blurring those lines, what the hell's going to happen next?
Guys, that is a slippery slope.
The space day 2050.
Free love. Free love. No, none of that. Okay? That is what they're paving the way for. On this space day.
It is a normalization of lines that should never be blurred. There's a reason I couldn't vote till I was 18 or buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
And there's a reason there's a lot of other stuff I shouldn't have done before 18.
Yeah.
And there's a reason that I sat in my own damn cafeteria. I'm RFK right now. In my own damn high school.
I am concerned about what General Plank or whatever the hell his name is.
Why is he there all the time?
What kind of society he's trying to create there?
He is giving head elf in that costume, unfortunately. Okay, so this is a big thing for me. Their teacher hologram.
Zoom.
COVID-19. Big time. It's COVID-19 major.
No, I will say.
It's literally.
No, this movie was
prophetic.
1989
or Orwell, 1984.
1989.
1989.
This movie was 1989. John Hughes movies. No, it was George Orwell.
This is George Orwell for 2025.
And that's the one thing I'll give to this
for
writer.
Sure. I mean, they had FaceTime pretty much.
Even the way.
Pre-smartphone, too.
Even the way. Her little video in the morning that she uses, I guess, as kind of like an alarm clock
vlog
to wake her up is like a video of her talking to herself. She was delivering in a cadence and a way.
Influencer.
The way YouTubers and influencers
She had a
do.
millennial pause at the beginning too, where she's waiting for it to load.
It was kind of weird.
I know. I mean, the other thing too, I found the COVID Zoom students.
Yeah.
I was very much like, if I was a kid in that class and I was late for school, I wouldn't give a single fuck. My teacher doesn't even have the fucking gall to show up in person. Yeah, I'm gonna be
on
late.
The space day. It's like
it's a fucking hologram.
Why are you doing a hologram?
Why the hell is that man a hologram? Is he from Earth? Bring him to the space day.
Earth, but it's like we don't even care about having teachers on the space day.
But then I literally watching that went, oh, that's why people turn their cameras on Zoom, because this feels disrespectful to the students.
Yes. Yeah.
For the first time in 5 years, watching Zenon made me go, that's why it's disrespectful to keep your camera off. Like, that's so stupid that my brain finally got it.
Yeah.
I went, that's disrespectful as fuck.
It is disrespectful.
I say Chelsea Clinton is the president in this.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
I go, this is interesting, because I do think probably Zenon was modeled, obviously, pre-2020, whatever. And I'd love to know what they think of the current state of politics and Chelsea Clinton. Okay, I say, what is the class structure here? She hates Earth. She goes, thank God I'm not living on Earth. This is I fucking hate that place. at one point she goes, at least I don't live down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of
there's anti-earth,
propaganda.
which I was really like,
I was
defensive.
honestly kind of
I was getting patriotic about Earth.
Yeah, you're right. It blows.
I was getting patriotic. I was going, not my Earth.
No.
I was going,
why? It's
Earth
only gotten
first.
so much worse than how they talked about it.
I have a red hat on. Earth first.
God. Make Earth great again.
I was going full patriot. Patriot. Okay, we have a concert that they want to try to win tickets to. It's Microbe.
It's Microbe. What an incredible name for a boy band. Microbe.
Sorry, and the band is called Microbe.
Microbe.
Despicable. But the lead
Doesn't
singer.
that make you think of gross germs?
It makes me think of
Microbe.
meningitis. But
lead singer.
The lead singer.
Protozoa.
Okay.
Cetus Lupeedus. His name is Protozoa.
The lead singer of Microbe's name is first name Proto, second name Zoa.
I'm gonna go insane.
I think I need to take medicine.
No,
do you know what I mean?
There's something the writer did with the way that they crafted the words.
As a kid, like it, and it's not just like it, you don't watch it and you just roll your eyes. You watch it offended, like. Every introduction of a new space,
it's an attack on your senses.
What is it about that though? Is it like you're like, I literally watched the whole thing like,
no, because and it got to a point where like I would hear major again, like it was waterboarding.
Well, there was a certain, it's psychological warfare, it's bio warfare. There's a certain amount of in like a sentence that they would say where you'd hear a string of it and you'd go, holy.
It was an onslaught.
I'm blasting. Oh, like I'm not here.
When you go to Earth,
yeah,
you think, you breath of fresh. You're like, I'm gonna get a break.
There's a whole new. There's a whole new.
Buckle up, because Earth has its own lingo.
Yeah, Earth's got a couple other things going on.
Okay. Also, it's occurring to me, the boy band is on Earth. We see their first excursion to space. Why are they getting into Microbe? Protozoa? Why are they using words?
I don't know. They really tried to do some world building here. They had the aunt at one point say, you know, this place that I live in, Arizona?
I couldn't tell. I'm like, California?
It is not as cool and hip as the cities. Right. Because they're trying to lazily play off why it wasn't all futuristic.
Yeah.
And she goes,
we're letting progress happen slowly.
Progress happened slowly.
Yeah.
Okay, I go red pill. I go mega county, but also I go, okay, those cities have got to be future forward then, like tiny glasses, silver chrome everywhere.
I know, it's like what? So what's the version of
why are
Earth?
they obsessed with viral micro?
Yeah.
Okay, COVID-19 predicting it again.
Oh,
microbe,
shit.
SARS, coronavirus.
Yeah,
they're using all of these terms. The band's name.
Microbe,
the protozoa, SARS virus.
Oh,
her best friend.
Oh my god,
SARS, the character SARS.
Nebula?
Yeah, no, SARS, the best friend.
What?
I'm just making up characters.
Oh, okay, that scared me.
That was just a funny joke I was doing. Sort of, you weren't really in on it, but it's okay. The spaceship might get shut down if this billionaire doesn't like it. This billionaire is Elon Musk. Love it. Cool. What the fuck is this shit about bone marrow density? Why do you need to be in space for that? Love it.
I'm in hysteria mode major.
And again, like, I'm gonna do something crazy if she doesn't stop, folks. If she doesn't stop saying major, minor, I'm gonna do a crazy thing.
I was so curious. Like, how was the actress feeling during this movie? How do you think she
my brain actually stopped because I don't want to process how horrible that would be. God, I wonder if she had fun. I bet she had fun.
Honestly,
slipping and sliding around.
I will give it up to her.
Believable.
I thought she did a great job.
She's a perfect Disney kid.
Yes.
Amazing.
No,
Nailed
she's
it.
like, you know, she's got it.
She's cute. She's got a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we're like old producers now.
She's got a thing.
She's got it.
She's got it.
She's cute and she's got it going on. Like
we like to watch her on screen.
Oh my God. I do say, why is there so much eye contact between kids and adults on this ship?
Okay, so that
why
is part of what I was saying, where it's like, again, this blurring of like, when you see a kid, you should just be almost disregarding
avert your eyes.
them.
If anything, if it's
like,
not your kid, avert your eyes.
Well, naturally, you should want to do that. And it's like you're wanting to get out of conversations with them.
Why
like,
every 8 minutes in this movie is a grown
eye contact?
Meaningful. Is a grown man doing this?
Like a 13-year-old
to Zenon
should not even be concerned with meaningful glances from grown adult men.
I used to cry when I'd get a meaningful glance from a grown up that wasn't my parents. I got a stomachache at school one time because there was a guy that was getting in his car in the parking lot. Our playground was beside a parking lot, and he kind of like looked at me funny.
You know what that is?
I got a stomachache.
It's that feeling when you're like,
I was like, that's a fucking serial killer.
I don't know what's happening, but I know it's not good.
When you're a kid, you go stomachache immediately, and you just go,
I
feel
totally
sick.
know what
I want to go home.
Yeah.
But it's like you're picking up on something.
You can feel it.
It's there.
But you don't have the vocabulary yet.
Well, how the hell am I going to say? I saw a man putting his groceries in his car, and he gave me a weird feeling.
He gave me an inky feeling.
Don't.
Guys, I'm completely incepted into the vocab.
Because
inky means bad.
Major and minor, I get, because they're talking about constellations. Right? Lunarius, I get. The moon. We love it. Fucking, what's the other one? Cetus Lupeedus. I didn't Google that one. I don't
understand whatsoever.
That one. That's giving centipede.
Yes.
Inky. Now we're going back down to.
It's like my parents told me some inky things about Earth.
Octopus is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, totally. Well, it's like inky, black, space, black,
goop.
But they love space.
I fucking don't know. The dead mouse spinning in the tube. Is it a pet or is it about to die? ? LOL. Parents need to step out our boundaries. Keep your gang in line. I laughed at that. The bad guys are coming and they have to do a tour of the spaceship. The parents go. She goes, "Is there any way I can help out?" The parents go, "Why don't you keep your gang in line?" I go, "Whoa, she's got a gang."
This is so funny, but
I was pissing.
I'm almost like hesitant. Gang. Someone at work is like, okay, well, they'll never see this.
If it's not good, if it's really bad,
no, it's not. Someone at work was like, wait till my posse hears about this.
Posse's a fucking great word.
Posse? My posse hears about this.
Posse's a great word.
But
posse was very...
We don't want this person saying that.
Oh, they were saying it seriously.
They were saying it seriously. That's not a joke. They were saying
funny
it
as fuck.
Seriously.
That's funny as fuck.
It was like important information. They're like, wait till my posse hears about this.
Damn, that's really vulnerable
to
say the word posse.
I'm texting constantly. Yeah, of course. I'm like, I'm making record of this.
Listen, posse's a great word if you're saying it, in a joke. If you're saying it, self-referentially in a joke, we love it.
In a joke.
Or if you're talking about a posse of girls, teenage girls,
you're like, say possums.
Or if you're talking about possums, I think that's a great word.
Yeah.
But if you're
posse of teens, that's fine.
Yeah, when you're talking about her and her posse, they're always gossiping.
Your friends.
But when you're for real saying I have a posse, they are my backup and support.
Yeah.
They are my group.
It's like, wait till they get word.
I would never have the balls to be that vulnerable in my life. I don't think I'd ever say, wait till my posse hears about this.
I know.
And then run off to a group chat text.
But
God, that's funny as shit.
Zenon, she's like that with her gang.
It is true. Well, they're girls. They're young girls too.
No, but also they have little guys in their gang.
I know they do.
Okay, when they go,
well, it's slim pickings
they're like,
on
what are we
Space
doing
Day
tonight? Again, it's like, what is the culture of this place? Like,
what can you do?
Kids, and also, what can you do?
Not much.
Because at first I was kind of like, is it kind of like cruise ship? Like, we kind of have an area where it's like pool and
shut the fuck up. They have a teen zone on the space
station,
zone, right?
But I wasn't seeing any semblance of a teen zone.
They don't have their own cafeteria. The adults are in it too.
No, it was kind of giving like Scientology a little bit.
Well, I was also getting Room with Jacob Tremblay.
Room.
A lot of them have been on that ship since they were born.
Oh my God. I cleaned up the garage and my mom goes, how great does this look? My mom goes, It reminds me of that
movie Room with Jacob Tremblay. I go, she's lived on the spaceship since 5.
Yeah.
A lot of the other ones were born there.
Room. Yes, I get what you're saying. It's like
that's
their normal.
They don't. Yeah.
Right.
Corner is where I play.
Yeah,
it's
like that's school. Yes.
It's a wing on a spaceship. That's my school. You're like, this is my table. It's like, oh brother. Oh god. That's chair. Like that's what it was giving me. TBH. So I was getting a little bit like, and then they keep going. They keep talking about Earth. They keep talking about like.
Well, they've clearly been taught. Okay, they've clearly been taught
the propaganda
beliefs
on
about
the space
Earth.
Station.
Yes,
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, the propaganda on this space station about Earth.
And it's like they still have family down there.
Well, what happened to the mom on Earth?
Like these kids came up there when they were like 5, whatever. Like.
They've got aunts,
and
uncles,
got
grandparents.
Down there, like, stop talking about Earth like that.
You're a human. You're an Earthling.
There's something seriously sinister.
Well, on top
here.
of it too, what happened to the mom? What happened to the mom on Earth?
I don't know.
They referred to that about 7 times,
I
saying,
didn't understand that.
"My mom had a really bad time on Earth in the earthquake, and then she got mugged, and then the other thing happened."
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I'm going.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh, mugged, because there are a lot of references to like mugging.
Because the mom said it. The mom said it. So I'm going, okay, this mom's lived on a space station for 8 years, but what happened on Earth before?
Essay. Oh god. Well, I don't know what was going on there.
I say I don't like the verbiage. Major and minor is horrible. So
oh my god, gaseous.
Oh, gaseous
that is
brutal.
Gaseous.
Well, gaseous sounds bad. I would think gaseous is bad.
It is used as bad.
Oh,
this is totally gaseous.
Oh, good.
See,
because of
I'm
IBS.
Upset of how much like because
that's
of
what
IBS.
I'm thinking.
I actually am so familiar with the lingo now, and it comes. To
You're really you like it.
No,
I think you like
it.
I think you're
but like
learning
stow
to.
the jokes. Okay,
I think
stow the jokes.
Okay, so that one was unnecessary.
The mom says,
that one was unnecessary.
That was so forced. The mom said, instead of just saying like, cool it with the jokes, the writer has the mom say, stow the jokes.
Because a spaceship
because
has a...
you have to stow things away
God.
in a spaceship. It's like the writer definitely did a pass where they said
punch up the space lingo.
Every single line needs to have some space element.
Space it up.
Space it up.
The notes
from the network. We need this spaced up.
Do better. Space it up. DB circled.
And that writer like friggin' took that note.
Well, they already had canceled the pilot at that point, so that writer said, "I'll do whatever the fuck you want me to do. I'll space it up. I'll space it up so hard that your fucking head spins." I say Zenon is actually a piece of shit. She disobeys her parents and is a brat about it.
Yeah,
she's legit going into space. What the actual fuck? She's stealing equipment. Okay, now she's going into space alone. This is killing me.
Okay.
So this sequence. So I was actually mad at her. I was like, Brat, you're so spoiled. Your parents are actually chill.
Yeah.
You hate Earth. You think you're better than everyone. Me jealous of her. Taking her down. Queen bee. There can only be one alpha. But then she goes and does a little bit of a prank called gets
floating
on an
in
astronaut suit and floats in space, which I think would be probably like the line you don't cross.
Or it's so normal.
Or it's so common.
Like
it's like taking your dog out.
It was completely unclear.
Or taking the dog out.
Yes.
Astronaut.
Yes.
With dog.
Yeah.
The dog's in 2 little spacesuits to poop.
Fun. And that's fun.
Wait. Where does their poop go on this spaceship?
Oh. Uh-oh. Producer Becky's on the floor. Okay. That was what was kind of annoying.
Could have been either
scene is like the way her friends and dad were watching her was like, whoa, we got to talk. This thing that isn't the norm to us.
We got to talk
but
about.
Then it also wasn't to the level of like, whoa,
you just killed someone.
Something like
totally
crazy bad.
You crashed the car.
Like, so what are we doing?
Is it funny?
Is it,
Dad?
Like,
is it funny?
Like, what is that akin to on Earth?
And you know what they say too? What's that called? Something parenting, where you're different with your punishments.
Good cop, bad cop?
No. inconsistent parenting, where you're underreacting sometimes and then
he's
overreact.
letting her keep doing it.
So we're going
and
back
he's
and
kind
forth.
of giving her a look, but it's like
Kind of the acting happening in that
went
window
on
shot
for way
Sorry,
too
why did
long.
we go?
We're watching her for 2 full minutes.
I think 2 minutes and 45 seconds of her
face
floating outside the spaceship.
Just her little face
floating on a terrible VFX. Terrible VFX. Like, we're not showing off the VFX.
Yeah.
There's no reason. Like, we should have made that as fast as possible to hide it. But we do the opposite.
No, they made a meal
we show
of it.
her, then we show the dad.
And before that, it's just the friends. Like,
then we show her again. We show the dad again.
I know.
Then we show her again.
Then we show the friends behind being like,
then back to
Dad's
her.
Here.
Back to her.
I know.
Back to dad again. 4 times we see dad doing a different rendition of, oh, you're in trouble. Are you kidding me? Why the hell did we make a meal of that?
Oh no. And it looked so bad.
Terrible. The music and SFX are killing me. It's taking forever. The dad and mom are very mismatched. It's giving and the dad's giving off overly friendly vibes to Zenon. Okay, so we clocked that.
And not to mention, the mom has to seemingly have a stress helmet.
Okay, so there's
puts on sometimes.
I'll be honest, there is an invention in this fucking movie that I really want.
I'm listening. Space Day.
I'm Googling Temu stress helmet. There is something.
I can make one for you.
There is something called a stress helmet in this movie that I want so badly.
It's a velvet hood with gold
light ups,
blobs coming off the sides.
Listen, if it does anything, even if it's placebo,
yeah, totally.
I'll take it. Then I hear there's something called a chill chamber.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I'm going, huh?
Okay.
I'm saying. Is that how they get us?
Yeah.
Us mentally ill women in space. They go, here's your stress helmet.
Yeah.
Clocked. Then they go, do you want to come to the chill chamber? It's the chokey for histrionic women. Do you know what I'm saying?
The chokey.
They're identifying who's mentally ill.
And then they're just going to end up using us as test
you know what the chill chamber is? Throw you out in space.
Throw you out.
They go, come in this way. Open the door. Sucked out the spaceship. Dead. We don't deal with mentally ill people here.
No.
Sorry, the contest is to make some art for a rock band. Who cares? I say they gave Zenon that name and she was born on Earth. Damn.
The
rock star,
the microbe star, protozoa. The accent he is doing.
What is the guy's name
from Billboard Dad?
Lindsay Lohan's movie Wolfgang Puck. What was that guy's name?
Wolfgang Puck.
No, the Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, where they go into the city and they have that band name. His name is something Wolf, and he's a fucking rock star.
Okay, yes,
that's what it was giving.
But also the guy from
the
evil guy from Billboard Dad.
But also the fucking
evil guy
God.
From Billboard Dad.
The evil guy,
Nigel.
Nigel.
I can't believe you're going to
Becky,
be here today.
These UK accents that they're trying to do.
She heard it. She heard it.
Did you hear it?
She was like,
were you
what
freaking?
Is that?
It's so fucking
like
bad.
It's like it's almost like Austin
Girls,
Power.
what we do in here.
Yeah.
Like, it's so butchered. It's also giving I don't remember. Okay, what do we want to do? We're at an hour and 8 minutes.
Oh shoot, man.
Do we want to do a part 2?
Well, I think we could just breeze through. Honestly, so many of my notes are just quotes
let's do a speed
that
run.
involve major.
Let's do a speed run.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit all the top things. Jump in when you have one. Someone jump in.
Well, we'll just skip to she gets in trouble and gets sent back to Earth.
The creep assistant. Okay, but I will say the creep assistant in that room. The lines between child and adult being alone in a room.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I honestly wasn't even getting like a sexual vibe. It was more just like, why are you taking this kid seriously?
I wasn't getting a sexual vibe, but
They're
I was
treating
getting
her like an equal.
The implication.
Well, of course, yes, there were implications.
I said I would be addicted to stress helmets. Oh, when they say she's being grounded, they mean grounded.
Guys, this is what's funny is like she's being grounded, but not in the way that Earth
not
kids
the
know
regular
of it.
way where you have to stay home.
They mean literal
the way
ground
where
she's being sent back to.
You're gonna be up in a space station. Your parents are gonna ground you. Yeah, this is ground control.
Yes.
This is going to Earth.
To Major Tom, or should we say Tom Major?
Tom Major. I also say, okay, this is actually kind of a fucked punishment. Imagine the reverse. Imagine your kid's so bad you send them to space.
That would be the worst punishment.
Imagine your kid's so bad you're going to live with your aunt on a space station. What? That's horrible.
I almost was thinking, like, why didn't they do the movie like that?
Oh,
it was kind
of going to space camp.
That they did the opposite.
I know.
I was like, I wouldn't have thought to do it like that. I guess that is kind of a more interesting.
It made it
like,
so.
Space girl come to Earth.
Yeah, alien come down to Earth.
Yeah,
it is so much more room adjacent though. The way they did it.
Yeah,
it's very what's that guy's name?
Who?
The guy that Room is like based on.
Oh
the German
God,
guy,
Joseph Fritzl. I hate that I know that. I
was gonna call him German Fritzl. I say if it's your last day on Earth and you really wanted to savor every second, watch this movie, because my executive dysfunction was so bad. I was fucking watching The Scrubber every 2 seconds. I say her parents are actually the worst type of villains, pretending they're nice but sending her away. Crazy. The SFX are kid pics of the ship.
Oh, okay, the ship was
say
funny.
don't even show me. I don't even want to see the rocket landing. It's so smooth. It's way too smooth. I say, okay, her coming down to Earth would legitimately be like in Room when Jacob Tremblay was like allergic to the sun and had to like readjust with vitamins and all that shit.
It's like someone getting out of prison after living there for 50 years.
The acclimation that you would need.
Guys, she's
carrying her own bags.
Is getting her down. Literally.
Her bones would be.
But I also was like, why are they able to just walk normal in space?
Well, she's making a lot of jokes about them not having gravity there, but I'm starting to say you guys.
But you guys
walk though.
You're not floating.
For real though, I didn't actually see one floating scene, which kind of kooky. I say, imagine the panic attack you'd be having after seeing the sky for the first time.
Honestly, I felt like, how could you not come to Earth and be like, whoa, this is actually so much more
cooler. Yeah, space black.
Because that's why
stars
is boring to me. And I always thought part of why I hate watching any space movie or TV is because everything's
I never know where they are.
Blah. Everything's the same color. Everyone's dressed the same. Well, this showed me that it doesn't even matter if they have color up there, because everything was colorful as hell, and also, I still hated it.
Even when you go, like if you're going to different planet, cool. But every time they make different planet on TV, it always look boring.
Yeah, totally.
It's always like the sand planet. It's like, well, why can't this planet have sand but other stuff too?
Or it's like
the red planet.
My brain can't think of something cool, but yeah, I know.
It's like, what if the red planet also had buildings on it that were cool instead of just being red rock?
And like movie theaters and like
movie
TV
theaters
and stuff. Now we're
what
talking.
If it's still Earth but just red rock? Like what if it had Marshalls and Winners for real, but just had red rock
still and whatever, but
and Diet Coke dispensers. Oh my god.
Yeah. Like,
okay, I'm also pissing the ant picking her up. First thing the ant says
is a tragic character.
First thing this spinster ant says.
How's your mom doing? Is she still rail thin?
How's your mom doing? She's still skinny?
That got me.
I go,
that's
damn.
The first thing out of her aunt's mouth.
I go, damn, even post Wegovy, post Ozempic.
Yeah. No, pre.
No, it would be a post.
Whoa.
We still out trippy. Here judging women's bodies.
No, it's so funny. And also, like, she hasn't seen her sister in 8 years, and she's still hung up. She's like,
first thing she thinks about,
like, is she still
how much does she weigh?
Yeah.
Literally, is my sister skinnier than me? How much does she weigh?
It's she like, still rail thin?
Babe, it's been 8 years, and she seemingly left Earth because something bad happened to her.
Like, at least have a bit of fake conversation first.
Oh my fucking god. That's
the ant
funny
was
to me.
a funny, sad, pathetic, tragic character.
I know. They show the future on Earth. There's a flying boat, but it's still just on the water. I say, what's the fucking point of that?
Oh my God! In this world,
I hate this Earth.
The cool girl, the cool hot girl,
bully
Margie.
I don't know how that's gonna happen.
History has any writer named the cool popular girl
Margie.
Margie. Margie.
I'm really going through my
Margie
Rolodex.
Makes me think of
Marge Simpson.
Victoria's Secret runway.
Oh,
Margie.
Margie has all the best gas bags
Oh
and
my
Aritzia.
God. Margie dates the
Margie works
hottest
at Aritzia.
guys.
I don't think Aritzia would legally let someone named Margie work there.
My MUA, Margie. It's like Margie.
No, Margie's got a lot of baggage to it, a lot of weight.
What has happened?
If your name is Margie
in 2040, whatever, where it's like, oh, maybe you know what?
That'd be like
maybe
Agnes.
We're not thinking, maybe we're not thinking.
Oh,
of
do you
like
think
the
it comes
evolution
back?
Of names, and
It's a
they're
classic name.
They're bringing back
It's classic.
really old.
It's like when people.
And now it's like that's cool.
It's like
hot.
Evelyn. Okay, Evelyn's starting to be cool again.
Or it's like Fern. You know,
kind of like Fern.
Fern's great, but I'm saying like 15 years ago we wouldn't have thought Fern was great.
Fern Mayo would have been where I went. Yeah, for sure. Raffle Mayo's daughter. But no, I mean, also too, I say thank God they have pizza in the future. That actually comforted me.
Oh, that onion ring looked so good.
I know.
Okay, who is her crush?
Okay, he's from Toronto. His name is Gregory Smith. He's from Toronto. He's a director now. But you know,
I looked at this guy.
You know what else he's in?
And I said, why do I feel?
Because he was in a movie. He was in a movie.
This guy.
He was in a movie.
What movie?
He was in a movie.
Damn, I'm actually kind of pissed at myself that my Canadian radar didn't go off. Something was pinging, but not that.
You know, it's pinging. This whole thing filmed in Vancouver.
Oh.
So that's pinging for me. Gregory Smith, 41-year-old Canadian actor. He did more acting when he was younger. Now he's done directing. But these days he's hanging out with his family and kids. Oh. Same thing. Okay. That's redundant. But
what was he in?
What was he in that
something
you would know? Do you want to guess what it is?
I can't.
Harriet the Spy.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And that was also a Toronto joint.
Oh, damn.
But this was filmed in Vancouver, so we have a lot of Canadian folks hanging out, starring, hanging out, being in this movie. I say the pick-me girl sitting with the boys. Funny that's another thing that doesn't change in the future. We don't eradicate pick-me's by 2049. Eradicate. Zenon to her aunt randomly point blank. Why don't you have kids? Okay.
Yeah.
Aunt is super fucking nice.
And the poor aunt is like at every
oh man, every line that comes out of this girl's mouth.
Okay.
Actually,
again, it's like
me though.
She was like, it's still, even on Earth, they're seemingly struggling with this thing. It's like, you know, these are kids, right? Like,
totally. Stop telling them shit.
Like, why is the aunt like relating to her in a way? She's like, well, I never got married because I'm not like you. I don't put myself out there like this. It's like,
she's a kid.
Child.
Stop.
She's a child.
I know.
She's wearing pink leggings. Who cares? She's a child.
Why are you bearing your soul in a way that isn't going to be reciprocated? Also,
I know, and also,
why are you jealous of a child?
Like, you put yourself out there. It's like, what? No, you're a 40-year-old woman, and she hasn't. 13-year-old.
She hasn't been to high school.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Why are you comparing yourself to a child?
It's upsetting.
Also, there is a level of like, I would say, 17 years old is probably when you start telling a kid about, so and so's got a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Family members got a little going on. Before that, it's a kid.
Yeah.
Feed it pizza and fucking put its TV on.
Yeah, it's
Just don't talk to it. It don't need to talk to you. We go to school. We have full on Digger Dave in this class sitting beside Margie. That was making me pissed. It's a young boy with a yellow bucket hat and a headlamp in the middle and an orange and yellow outfit on, pissing.
Yeah.
Margie randomly goes, she's from space. I hope she's had her shots. I go, valid. I go, that's actually
oh my
fucking
God,
valid.
Totally.
Margie, thank you.
Yeah, Margie.
Has she? She'd take weeks to acclimate to the viruses here on Earth, especially post COVID-19.
Oh, I thought you meant like, you know, I'd like to think that Margie was saying it in a way of being worried
she's
about
pro-vax.
Zenon's
health,
but I do think that she was saying, has she had her shots to prevent her from bringing space diseases down to us?
Oh my God, space-itis?
Yeah,
space-itis. I'm pissing. She's at school swimming. They go, you know how to swim, right? This is an ongoing gag. You know how to bike, right? You know how to do this, right?
And she's bragging.
Well, because she's
room.
Like, she's
Jacob
Jacob
been
Tremblay.
Made to think like she is
the shit,
the best of the best.
And that's the parents' fault.
Totally.
The parents are so far up her ass this entire movie, and then when they go, why are you misbehaving? It's like, you point one finger, four pointing right back at you. You guys are not parenting this child properly.
I love when we give parenting advice on
They're so inconsistent. Yeah. They're so lenient with her. Totally. And then they randomly send her to Earth. That would be so shocking for a child. Guys, as a mom, consistent parenting is one of the biggest things I do with Dublin, okay? If Dublin eats my underwear, it's the same punishment every time.
Which is what?
Nothing. A little
which
pet.
Is only one smooch instead
which is
two.
A little one smooch and saying, don't do that. Her in the water drowning, so embarrassing, fighting with a guy.
She can't find the
She's
top
fucking
of the
up.
Pool. She's like
going.
It's like,
because space, Olivia.
Like, but also, okay, a pool, swimming in a pool in space, how it be different?
Also,
and how are you doing that?
Do you have water up there?
Do you have water up there? And can water stay
can
in
water
a big
go up there?
Like
ain't water the reason?
Can water even do that in space?
But also, ain't water the reason why life down here and not up there?
Yeah, but okay, if a cargo ship brought up a fuck
bottles of water
enough
fucking
to do
cases
a pool,
of Nestle water,
could the water even stay in a pool like that?
I don't know.
Would it all be floating around?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
She said she swam in a solar flare also. Okay. So that makes me. And then she goes, this is a funny gag.
Pathological liar,
she's a liar.
Actually.
Well, that's the thing. And this is a funny gag too. She heats up the fucking science thing to 250 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit, which is so funny because it's supposed to be like, because she's from space, it's like, and we have the most American woman going, honey, we use Fahrenheit here.
That's funny because I actually heard it as like ultra Canadian in that moment.
Oh shit.
Where she goes, Celsius, honey.
Well, it's like Alberta.
Wait,
it would have been like Alberta. Honey, this is the goddamn states of America. We're still using Fahrenheit down here.
In a way that was so. We're still using Fahrenheit down here. That's how she said it.
I heard it, honey.
I guess
it's
like
the American
dress.
States.
I guess it's like the dress.
Oh, it's the blue and gold dress.
Or it's like that song.
What did you see with the dress?
I can't remember.
White and gold,
but
or
it's
blue
also
and
like
black?
that. What was the word? Yarmus or Yumis or something.
I was like yang or whatever. Fuck. I feel
what
like
was the sonic equivalent of the dress? It was like you either hear like
green store or yarn. I fucking hate these things. These things are so divisive.
They're so, guys, we don't need more things.
Stop dividing us. Honestly, like the dress was white and gold.
Just make us one of those posters that's made up of a bunch of things, and if you strain your eyes enough, we all see the same.
We all see the same thing at the dentist's
and
office.
That's what we need.
I actually think that's why my left eye is weakened from doing so many of those.
That was a Scholastic Book Fair romp.
Dude, that was a dentist for me.
Oh,
my dentist goes,
okay,
yeah, I'll be there 45 minutes. All of those types of pictures. There's a book of them too.
They're always late for stuff.
I'm standing at the wall like this. Like Madeline. Yeah, one sec.
One sec.
That was me as a kid with my dentist. House got robbed. LOL, pathetic. Lamp barely tipped over. Boy is from Toronto, Harriet the Spy. They go on a horse hangout. Cetus Lupeedus. Why do O-rings sound fucking disgusting and make me think of sex?
Okay,
we're spending
I totally got that too. And
she's talking about onion rings. She goes, talk about O-rings. I went, I don't want to.
Let's not.
I went, you're kids. I say, we're spending too much time on kids being romantic. Oh, the boy's a hacker now, and he's hacking the entire spaceship. I go, that's dangerous as fuck.
This was the first time I've ever
not
liked.
You know why though? Because it's broad daylight hacking with 4 little kids. Something about a broad day. At least close the curtains.
The little kids right away made it not appealing to me.
Also, this is pre-Mac, so they didn't even know that computers were gonna look cool with a gel butt.
Yeah, totally.
Gel like
colorful butt.
Blue and purple colorful butt.
Yeah.
They didn't even know that, so they have these boring computers that are gray,
dumpy. Gray,
hideous,
but they are still hacking in the way that is literally this is historical. This is come on. We gotta come on. We gotta come on. We for sure gotta come on. Come on. They're like, we have no other way to convey to the viewer that
I'm really
this person is working hard, so we got. Come on. Like that's
hacking. When people are hacking in movies.
Come on.
The other thing too was that what was happening? The only time I could see myself doing that is when my MSN was loading. Come on.
Oh my God. It's like, my crush is online. Like, come on.
My internet's not working. I have to refresh. I say, I beyond zoned out. I have no idea what happened. Okay, parents are in danger. I don't give a fuck.
You know what was so upsetting at that date?
What?
That really irked me. Where I was like, he says, okay, she's so excited about the food because she's having Earth food. And she
Ladies,
wants to order
if you're
more
a man.
food. Yeah, she wants to order more food. And he goes, I said I'd buy you 1 dinner, not 10. And then, which already, I'm
already pissed.
Okay, now I'm turned off.
No.
Then he doubles down and he makes it so much worse. He goes, and I'm going to have to groom so many horses to pay for this dinner.
Ew.
Oh, God.
Okay, firstly.
You know what? Let's get separate bills. I don't want to have this hanging over my head.
You know what? Let's not.
Let's not. We're going Dutch.
Ew.
Server, divide the bills.
You know what would be so boss of her?
Actually,
boss.
I'll take the bill.
I was about to say, I'll take the bill. No problem.
You know what? I did that once out of anger.
No big deal. I'll just do it. Boston Pizza.
On Boston Pizza Day.
I know.
And it's like, I'm not really winning in that situation.
Well, you kind of feel okay for 2 seconds, and then in the end, you realize you lost. You're the one who lost. Yeah, totally. Money. Her trying to convince her parents is relatable. This is like when I begged my parents not to shovel the driveway. She's on the phone with them going, please, guys, you have to listen to me. You have to listen to me. That was me earlier saying, please stop doing that. Stop shoveling.
They've listened to her.
They've treated her like a goddamn adult the entire time.
And now, finally, when it counts.
I know.
Now they're not listening.
I know.
Good Lord.
Raven's phone.
Cetus Lupeedus.
Cetus Lupeedus.
I'm telling you.
That one is doing something to my brain. It's rewiring.
Like most of American Horror Stories.
Yes.
Cetus Lupeedus. The episode where there's a movie that makes people because of the visuals and the whatever, it induces
psychosis.
A thing.
The Ring
with the viewers.
Oh, this is The Ring. Zenon's The Ring.
Cetus Lupeedus is the exact letters combined to
it's sleeper cell
that will awaken a fury and rage in your brain.
Cetus Lupeedus is literally, I'm gonna go home Born Identity style. Someone says Cetus Lupeedus, I pick the gun out from under my bed.
Totally.
I kill a politician. That's what Cetus Lupeedus is.
Put me in front of Trump and I whip out a Cetus Lupeedus.
I go home.
God,
I go home. I hear Cetus Lupeedus in my headphones. It's on repeat whatever. I wake up the next morning. Cetus Lupeedus. I get a W weapon. I go to a protest.
Yeah.
Cetus Lupeedus. That's what it feels like. It's so specific.
No, it's
or it feels like the fucking code to
what's a safe word? Except it's
Cetus
the
Lupeedus
opposite of a safe word. It makes me feel highly, highly unsafe. And I don't trust myself to be safe when I'm saying it or hearing it.
I don't feel in control of my body when I hear Cetus Lupeedus.
Was there someone called Lieutenant Oreo?
I say sorry.
Oreo.
I say sorry, future Maddie. Where is it? Sorry, future Maddie. This is an apology. I've hit such a wall watching this. I absolutely can't make any notes. I say, what a narcissist. She does say, right now I'm the only one who can save my friends and family.
Yeah.
Kissing scene, LOL at dare to try again. I say, I don't want to watch kids fall in love.
I know.
Read my flapping lips, Margie. Laughed at that.
If you weren't already over this kid.
Yeah.
After what he pulled at dinner.
Totally.
And he says, read my flapping lips.
Just say fucking.
Oh,
Sean comes down and goes, he kisses me on the forehead. He goes, you could have played Zenon when you were younger. I go, that attitude, honey, that's how you got all this. He always knows exactly what to say.
So cute.
He always, whenever he sees me watching these younger things, he's like, I know you wanted to be a Disney kid. I'm like, no, I didn't. And he's like, he always comes in. He goes, you could have played that.
It's true.
Guys, stop. I couldn't have. Zenon was filmed in Vancouver.
Oh my God.
Her
Also,
sliding down
when
the
she gets
spaceship.
back from her date,
Blah, blah, blah. Cooling.
Sad Aunt Judy. You've only been here 5 days and you're already doing better with boys than I am.
Give her
Judy.
some. Aunt Judy.
Aunt Judy, girl.
Girly, there's boundaries.
She's 13.
She's a kid.
And frankly, the date didn't go as well as she might be making it out to
and
be.
Aunt Judy, again, you know, it's Munchausen-y a little bit.
Totally.
It's getting there. It's sort of getting.
And also, we're talking about two different things, Aunt Judy. Honestly, Aunt Judy, you got some things to sort out.
Aunt Judy, you gotta, honestly, for the sake of everyone else, get your shit together.
Yeah.
I say, why wouldn't they cancel the rock concert if the ship is breaking down? Somebody else at one point goes, the cooling and heating systems are down. I go, what is this, my condo?
Oh God, you guys.
I'll repeat that.
You guys, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Serious.
I got on a massive chat board fight with my condo board in 2022. Massive fights. Used to ream people out on there because they would want to not turn the AC on early enough. So that was my joke, was the heating and cooling systems are down. And I said, what are you, my condo?
Yeah, if you didn't hear it that
and so that's a little joke. Why does she think she's the only one who can stop this? Okay, LOL at Judy and Purple Man falling in love.
Okay, and again, it's like, oh, good.
You know, I as a kid too.
That's our big end for Aunt Judy, is making her end up with Santa Claus Parade.
Arguably, like, we're
Plank?
stressed. We're stressed.
Totally.
We're weirdest
also,
character.
I wasn't even really getting a straight vibe from him, frankly. Just saying.
I was not even getting, like, friendly, fun, or cool vibes from him.
No,
like, I wasn't getting, like,
not at all.
I was actually not even getting appropriate adult vibes.
No.
So,
I actually
you know,
I was getting.
I think the
Jared
editor.
from Subway
I was
vibes.
about to say, I think the editor might have kind of played some little jokes on some of these folks, because the way it's like edited, these long, meaningful stares.
When he was giving that speech, I know there's something.
He's always pointing her out of a crowd. It's very much like
on.
you'd report it if you saw it now. Where you're like, okay, that's teacher's pet or something.
Okay, why does the underling think that it's genius that he had the band still go play concert and then have the place self-destruct? What's the logic of that?
Honestly, we're nearing the end. The biggest fucking crazy thing is that this Elon Musk Wyndham character wants insurance money.
I guess that was like the implication.
So he would literally
understand.
He was gonna murder 300 people in space, like blow the whole thing up, so that he could recoup his insurance money.
Because he realized. Wait. None of the scientific studies I have these people.
Why are these people studying rat bone marrow?
To be getting out of this again?
Why are they studying bone marrow? He goes, wait.
Why are there a bunch of rats flying around in little things?
Are they tests or are they pets? Yeah. Even he was kind of confused.
Fuck, I don't know what I thought I was gonna make out of this.
He goes, burn the whole thing down.
But also
with all the
throw
people
a Backstreet
in.
Boys kind of
But
concert.
also throw a Backstreet Boys concert, sort of like Titanic sinking, violin people playing.
So was that supposed to be like, that's kind of a smoke screen? People will be
That's
way
scary
more
as fuck.
concerned.
That's
with,
like a T attack.
right,
Terrorist attack.
right? T
Doing a concert.
yeah,
Targeting a concert.
yeah.
But also, I'm kind of caught up in the weeds because that's evil as fuck.
Well, this guy
For
was,
a Disney movie,
this guy was evil, and
your parents are gonna get
and
blown
Zenon
up.
called it.
But also, what insurance are you gonna recoup on that?
I don't know.
What is the policy on a space station?
Space stay insurance.
I don't think there's anything. You're gonna go to TD.
I don't.
Hey,
honestly,
my
that's
space,
out of my purview.
my $1 billion
Space insurance?
stay blew up. Anyways,
Stay.
that's so funny. What insurance would that even be? Sorry, wait, is there a subplot of her not being good at hacking and now she's good at it to save the day? Or what was that ending? Wait, she saves the day.
Oh my god.
She hacks.
Sorry, were you noticing the pilot of the shuttle? Her little
Oh, yeah.
expression when she's always got a smirk on
She was
when
cute.
she's piloting that shuttle, and she's got little black
The glasses?
Matrix sunglasses when she goes
Well,
in the shuttle.
I was giggling at that because I go, of course they need sunglasses. The sun's so bright up there.
right, duh.
I say, okay, so they get caught. Zenon does a hack, but a reverse hack. She saves the day, and then they go throw him to the police. I go, whoa. Is this kind of like out at sea? What's the law here? Is it sea? Like, what country are we in?
What jurisdiction?
Yeah, how's he gonna be tried?
Space.
Yes,
What are they called?
shuttles.
What are they called?
Stations.
No, space. Law enforcement have
What
over,
space cops?
over
Earthlings.
earthbound people.
And where was the crime committed?
And is it kind of like the Navy where it's like,
Well, it's like
they
sea.
have their own,
That's what I'm saying. Is like pirate.
they have their own laws.
They've got
Maritime
their
law.
own- it's maritime law.
It's maritime law. It's bird law. It's like,
And then it becomes a movie where like they're trying to kill everyone on board to escape being
oh
like
my god, I watched
caught.
a really good like submarine thing like that.
I love that where they kill everyone on board so that they don't ever have to go to jail because the people on board are the only ones that would ever bring them to justice.
Yeah.
So I'd never get. Hey, if I tell you, never get mad at someone at sea. I'll tell you that much. Never piss somebody off at sea. Because they'll kill you. I say, wow. They better not do a full performance. Zenon getting all the attention and her parents saying, we love you and we're so proud of you. I go, eye roll. She didn't learn her lesson at all. And she won the contest still. That pissed me off. Her parents are fucking obsessed with her. This is too much.
But I guess like she kind of let Nebula, aka Neb, aka
that was
Raven
the
Simone,
only nice thing she did.
kind of have her moment of
but
dancing with Protozoa.
But even still, she had to say, it's fine. I already rode with them in this spaceship and like
did she
hung
say
out with
that?
them. So it's
God,
fine.
Of course she did.
That's what she said.
Oh God,
Can you believe that?
that is so classic.
That's
Zenon.
so Z. And then the ending, zooming in on her pissing my pants, we get the classic. I'm skipping the song. I don't want to talk about it. Go watch it.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Boom, make my heart go boom, boom, boom. My supernova girl.
No, it's even worse than that. It's garage band. Double garage band songs mixed over top of each other. I hate it. Anyways, that's going to do it for us. Wow. Only 1 hour, 37 minutes. Not bad.
Not bad.
Almost as long as the movie itself. Thank you so much for listening. I actually realized, Becky, you were right. Chin is actually going to be, because I'm going to be looking at Olivia the whole time.
I know.
So Chin, you were right. We're going to want this. Wow.
That's funny because I like barely looked at that at all.
I fought for my chin disease and I actually advocated against myself. And that's fucking how it goes, brother. Well, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for listening. That was Zenon. We watched it.
That was
on a snow day.
hilarious.
I walked here and got shin splints.
Oh my God.
I walked here and got shin splints.
I'm actually scared getting home tonight.
I walked here in rain boots because I left my snow boots here. So that's how much we love you. Thank you so much for listening. We don't have to sign off for this show. Fuck. All the other shit too. Follow us on Patreon. Join the Patreon. We do extra bonus episodes every week. Amazing. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. The other ones don't. Oh, TikTok. I already said that. And if we had a sign off for this, I'm Maddie Foley. That's Olivia Collect. If we had a sign off for this, I don't know. What would it be? Zoom. I don't fucking know. What would it be?
Major.
Oh, major, minor, lunarius.
Major, minor,
Just
lunarius.
a flurry of those
no,
words.
it would obviously
What would it be?
Cetus Lupeedus.
It would be Cetus Lupeedus. It would be Cetus Lupeedus. So on 3, we are going to say 3, 2, 1.
That's it. I'm getting a Cetus Lupeedus tattoo.
That's it. That's it. I'm going Cetus Lupeedus. That's it. I'm going to Cetus Lupeedus myself. I'm going to fucking Cetus Lupeedus myself. And that can mean anything you want it to, for real. That can mean good or bad, honey. You could guess what that means.
Oh, God.
That's going to do it for us. We will Cetus Lupeedus you next week. Thank you. We love you.
Love you.
Cetus
Bye.
Lupeedus. Bye.